Hello, Dolly! Hey guys, today we are doing a video that is gonna show you and talk to you about my current struggles about body image. I'm learning that even though I've lost a lot of weight, I still struggle with body image and belly fat and all that stuff, and I wanted to take you through a video and talk to you about it. Let's do it! So, the friends on the way to the gym. And I wanted to share with you guys a little bit about my last few days. I've really been struggling this week. Ever since Kyle and I lost the weight, I've developed more confidence every day. However, I still get trapped in these body image slumps, I want to call them, where for a few days or sometimes a week, I'll feel really insecure about myself. And we started calling them success barriers because we're getting more and more confident, and I'm starting to advocate for myself. I'm looking people in the eye, which I had a really hard time doing before. I'm smiling more, I'm confident, I'm joking more, but sometimes I get stuck thinking that I'm that heavy, insecure person that needs to hide from the world. And I've been going through that this week, and I really wanted to share it with you because I know a lot of you have similar struggles, and you have body image struggles, and you get really stuck, and stop enjoying things, and I feel so embarrassed and insecure, and I start obsessing over what I should be eating. Maybe this is making me fat. Maybe this is making me fat. And then I remember, you're not fat. You're just, your head is trying to tell you these lies to get you stuck because you're becoming more confident, you're blossoming into this beautiful person inside and out, and your head is wanting to keep you stuck where you were before. So, I wanted to tell you guys, you're all working and blossoming into these beautiful flowers and creatures and beings, and sometimes your head is going to get in there like a little something yuck, and and it's gonna try to slow you down and stop you. And we know, both of us, from the yo-yo dieting over the years and all of the things that we've tried, taking away food groups, doing things that we know, under-eating, overeating, doing things we know aren't healthy for ourselves, that was all our head getting in there and trying to keep us stuck. So just remember, when you're feeling down, that's not you. That is a success barrier. That is your head getting in there like a little yuck, trying to stop you. So don't let it be yucky.
And we call it like our head will get in the way, our head will stop us, but really it's our egos. And our egos are never happy. So if you're trying to please your ego, or you have goals that aren't actually yours, you think they're yours but they're your egos, you're always going to kind of be unhappy. Because we're like, when we were bigger, we wanted to just lose the weight. If I could just get under, for me, 300 pounds, I'll be the happiest man on the planet. I got to 300 pounds and said, my ego said, well, just get to 290 or 280 and you'll be happy. then I got there, and then I'm down to like 240 now, years later, and my ego still has goals for me that aren't meant for me. It's like trying to make me be this like ripped bodybuilder guy. It's never happy, basically, is the point. I'm never gonna be at, you know, 5% body fat and ripped on stage competing in bodybuilding. So the ego wants to focus on these things that aren't you, that aren't me, that aren't Nicole, and it just keeps you basically waiting for that one perfect day where all your ducks line up in a row and you'll be happy tomorrow.
That is so true. And don't let your ego get in there. It's very difficult to try to just be happy in the moment, be happy from how far that you've come, and be happy where you are, because you might not be where you want to be, but appreciating where you are in the moment is the key, and it will unlock where you eventually want to go. Accepting where you are and not fighting it will help you get even more successful and reach your goals. So that's what we're trying to do now. And I think that's why my ego keeps stepping in and fighting me and telling me, no, you're still fat, you're still this, you're still that, you're a terrible person, you're not funny, you should hide. None of that is true. I know that because I'm like the most funniest person in the world. But try not to listen to it. It's very easy to get caught up, but we're here to tell you, no matter how much weight you lose, no matter how long you keep it off, those little struggles of your ego are still gonna come in and try to fight you and stop you from becoming the most beautiful flower that you can be. Don't let it stop you.
They're always gonna be there. Those ego goals are always gonna be there. They're just gonna keep changing. So if you don't deal with the person inside, you don't change from the inside out, you can quit smoking, you can lose the weight, and your ego will say, well, you don't have enough money, you don't make enough money at your job. It's really about money. If I could make that first million, I'd be totally happy then. Then I wouldn't worry about anything. And then you make your first million, and the first day you're like, oh man, I gotta pay $300,000 in taxes on that $1 million. The ego is never happy. It's like, it's chasing dreams that aren't you.
Yeah. So just try your hardest to be you and ignore what your ego and your head are telling you, and just give her. Like right now we're going to the gym and my head likes to come in and say, you're not strong enough to lift that weight. Just do a few reps because you're too tired. And I'm gonna tell my head, get lost, sucker, cause I'm gonna lift. Whatever you say.
You know what the funny thing is, like all of you guys watching this video, you all have something that you're really good at and you probably like at the same time. Do you know how weird, like we like lifting weights, and our bodies actually are pretty good at building muscle. They're not good at losing the fat, but they're pretty good at building muscle. It's pretty easy for us to build muscle. And the funny thing is, the weird thing is, we like going to the gym lifting weights so that we get our muscles so sore we can barely walk the next day. That's pretty weird, but we've embraced that part of ourselves. Some days we struggle with that, but today's one of those days that we embrace that. We're like, yeah, Nicole left me a note this morning because we were gonna stop creatine and protein powder for a while, and Nicole left me an inspiring note this morning saying, screw that. Let's take the creatine, let's take the protein powder, and let's do what we're good at and go build some muscle.
So yeah, find what you're good at, what you love, and do it, no matter what your head says. Peace. the gym. I wanted to share with you guys, in the gym, first exercise, we sit down. We're like, okay, we're gonna go heavy. My ego starts going, but my back hurts. But this, but that, but I can't lift heavy on this machine. And I started to talk to Kyle and make an excuse. And then I said, never mind. And I wasn't talking to him, I was talking to myself, telling my ego, never mind. And as soon as I did that, I got present to the moment and went within my range, and I lifted heavy on that machine. I adjusted my angle and I pushed through the whole workout, and I got the best arm workout that I've gotten in a long time. And it was because I stopped thinking and I started doing within my range, and I stopped listening to my head. So I wanted to share that with you because I'm hoping that this video really helps inspire you guys to really listen to your true self, not the ego and the head going on up there, and really embrace who you are and your inner and outer true beauty, and give it all you got. And don't listen to anyone or to your ego. Listen to your true self and embrace it. And when you do that, it's magical. My arms still have a huge pump, which means there's a lot of blood flow in my biceps right now because I gave it everything I had, and I'm so proud of myself for pushing through. And I made that promise to you before I went in the gym and to myself that I was not going to listen to my ego. And I started and then I stopped. So you will fail, you will listen to your ego sometimes, but just when you realize it, get right back on track, and you can do it. So, without further ado, get on Instagram at the Colettes, because you're seeing the muscles, you're seeing the Kyle, you're seeing the Hank, and this and that. Do it, okay? And don't forget to like and subscribe to this video, and click on the bell so you get the notifications so you don't miss this face telling you about stuff. Good stuff. And what?
Are you alright?
The funny, weird faces of doom.
Okay, time for bed.
Thanks for watching. Peace.